One of the heaviest burdens a person can carry is the weight of the unsaid. We often avoid talking about the end of life because it's terrifying. We think that by ignoring the reality, we are protecting ourselves or the person we love. But avoiding it leaves behind a quiet, toxic fog of unfinished business, secrets, regrets, and words left hanging in the air forever. If you have a loved one who is nearing the end of their journey, you are likely feeling what psychologists call anticipatory grief. You are mourning them before they are even gone. It is incredibly painful. But this window of time is also a profound gift. It is a rare chance for conscious closure. Palliative care experts, like Dr. Ira Byock, have found that human relationships can achieve a sense of complete healing through just 4 simple, essential conversations. Today, we're going to walk through what those 4 conversations are, how to start them, and why they are vital, not just for the person who is leaving, but for you, who must go on living. Before we talk about what to say, we have to talk about how to be present. The environment matters just as much as the words. Here are 4 quick ground rules. 1. Follow their lead. Listen for subtle cues. If they make a passing comment about their symptoms or mention wanting to go home, don't change the subject because it makes you uncomfortable. Let them talk. 2. Minimize the noise. A dying person's senses can become highly sensitive or easily overwhelmed. Turn off the TV, close the door, and eliminate distractions. Silence is not empty, it is sacred space. 3. The power of touch. When words become too difficult or exhausting, human touch bridges the gap. Simply placing your hand gently over theirs says, "I am here, you are not alone." 4. Be simple and direct. Don't use confusing metaphors or tiptoe around the truth. Openness is the highest form of respect. The first conversation is about taking ownership. It is the necessary beginning of reconciliation. Often, families fall into a trap called protective buffering. This is where everyone hides their true feelings, fears, or pain because they don't want to burden the other person. But all this does is create a wall of anxiety. To look someone in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry," is an acknowledgement that relationships are imperfect. Don't stress over minor, petty arguments from years ago. Focus on the core regrets that weigh on your heart, the words you wish you could take back, or the times you know you disappointed them. And if they bring up their own pain or anger toward you, don't get defensive, validate their experience, simply say, "Thank you for telling me the truth." This conversation might feel incredibly awkward or even terrifying. Say it anyway. The temporary discomfort of an awkward conversation is nothing compared to a lifetime of regret. While "I'm sorry" acknowledges a mistake, "Please forgive me" is an active request for release. Think of unspoken tension like a heavy fabric or a scrim hanging between you and your loved one. It distorts how you see each other. Asking for forgiveness effectively tears that curtain down. Remember, this is a humble request, not a demand. You cannot force someone to forgive you, and they may not be emotionally ready to respond, but by asking, you have done your part to clear the painful obstacles in your shared history. This conversation is actually a profound gift to you, the person who will be bereaved. It allows you to move forward into the future without carrying a crushing anchor of guilt or a lifetime of what-ifs. Perhaps the most difficult conversation of all is the one where you grant forgiveness. Many of us carry deep old wounds of neglect, anger, or unfair treatment from our past. But granting forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. It is about freeing yourself. It releases you from the exhausting burden of anger and the subconscious desire to punish someone who is already leaving. What if your loved one is unresponsive, unconscious, or mentally unable to acknowledge the hurt they caused? You can still hold this conversation. There is a powerful story of a woman who found peace by sitting at the bedside of a family member who had severely abused her years prior. Moments before he passed away, she leaned in and whispered into his ear, "I forgive you." She didn't do it for him. She did it to release herself from his shadow. Forgiveness affirms that a human being is much more than the sum of their mistakes or the tragedy of their illness. It brings completion. The message of love is the ultimate anchor. It is the thread that pulls us directly out of heartbreak and guides us toward healing. It is never too late, and it is never too often to declare your love. Affirming this connection gives a dying person a deep sense of significance, dignity, and value. And remember, love is spoken through actions just as much as words. Leaning forward, maintaining eye contact, or holding a hand tells them everything they need to know. Use this conversation to offer soothing assurance. Remind them that they lived a good life. Tell them that they will be remembered, that their legacy is safe, and critically, that it is okay for them to let go when they are ready. A final supreme act of love is giving your loved one permission to move on, and giving yourself permission to survive. Let them know that while they will always hold a place in your heart, it is okay for you to eventually find joy and peace again after they are gone. These 4 phrases, "I'm sorry," "Please forgive me," "I forgive you," and "I love you," are not just words. They are a roadmap for liberating our love through one of the most difficult journeys a human being will ever take. Please, do not wait until the final hours to say these things. Start practicing a new habit today. End every phone call, every visit, and every conversation in a way that would be okay if it were the last time you ever spoke. By having these 4 conversations, you pave a healthier path for your own grief, and you ensure that the person you love passes away knowing they were truly seen, respected, and deeply loved.